Well, we've had a bit of breaking news in this last few hours as members of Extinction Rebellion have broken into the House of Commons and superglued themselves around the Speaker's chair. Our Home and Security editor, Mark White, is at Westminster outside the House of Commons. Mark, bring us up to date with what's going on.
Well, as far as we know, I think the protest has now ended. It's like any other day here in the summer. Lots of tourists now wandering by. We can give you a shot just at the front. This is Carriage Gate entrance, the front main gate into the Houses of Parliament. And just at the gates there were some people just about half an hour, 45 minutes ago that were they bolted themselves effectively to the gates there with bicycle padlocks that they were using. So that required a specialist team to come and cut them loose. But as I was saying, just take a look down the road here. You can see it's just full of tourists now, wondering probably what we're doing here and filming. But there are more police officers now, not in the numbers that there was Arlene, about half an hour or so ago when the protesters were still here, but they're patrolling outside Parliament in case the protesters come back. We're waiting on an update from Scotland Yard to confirm that the last of the protesters who were inside have actually gone now. We think they probably have. There was, we're told, about 50 Extinction Rebellion protesters who were involved in the protest this afternoon. A number of them had managed to get in with the tour guide, the official tours that take place in Parliament itself. They were inside, and at some point they broke away, got into the Commons chamber and superglued themselves to part of the structure in there. Now, they dispute with me when I asked them that it was the Speaker's chair, but it was certainly in that particular area that they managed to superglue themselves to part of the Commons chamber. We think they have now been removed. As I say, the other protesters were outside in the the main areas outside of the chambers, the House of Lords, the House of Commons, protesting there. Again, some had secured themselves to parts of the structure. But as I say, I think they've gone now. They believe they've made their point. They are very concerned, clearly, about the environment, but they're causing disruption. They caused a security breach here in Parliament, which will now, of course, be part of a security review once again by Scotland Yard to determine what went wrong that allowed these protesters to gain access to this secure site.